Hello, my name is Krystal French. I'm a student at Grand Canyon University in the ELM 490 class. And for this assignment, I'm answering a couple of questions. So how has your teaching philosophy grown or developed since student teaching? My philosophy has pretty much stayed the same. I believe that I will teach all fundamentals of education, social education, and life to my students. I will provide equal opportunity in any learning environment that I provide for them. I strive to encourage my students to be the best that they can be. I also believe that it is crucial to create real world learning opportunities so that they can utilize them throughout their lives. Another important aspect is that collaboration amongst our teaching team is an important in the learning of our students. So I will strive to go above and beyond my expectations, and I will try to help students and coworkers to the best of my ability. One thing that I've learned while doing student teaching, though, is student engagement along with classroom management are keys, because we're able to put the information out to our students, but actually getting them actively engaged is the bigger key. I feel that when student teaching, I've been able to create that positive classroom community within. And I believe that all students are individuals and everyone has their own learning. They all learn in their own unique way. So I make sure to use multiple methods of teaching to reach those students so that no one is left behind. So everyone in the classroom contributes, a student, a teacher, and a thinker. And I learn from my students as much as they learn from me. So some things that have changed that I make sure to do daily are to get feedback from my students about the lesson deliveries, and I incorporate those so that my lessons are able to be more meaningful for them. How can technology be used to create better learning opportunities for all students? So technology is huge. It has many, many benefits. One thing that we do in our classroom is we use a website called Right Reader, and this allows my students to go on and create and design their own books, and once they're done, they're saved in our class library on that website. The school I am placed in right now is a Title I school, so we have limited fundings available for some things. The second grade team that I work with, they applied for a grant for Google Chromebooks for each of their students so that those students would have more opportunities to learn about things that they're interested in. They're able to use the write-in readers more often that way versus the 3 desktop computers that we have in our room. We can make more student engagement activities such as using Kahoot or other internet games. Another thing that I believe is the use of ethics and the use of technology is super important to me. I believe that it allows both the teacher and the student to feel comfortable when they're using the internet. So I will use digital citizenship lessons before I allow my students to use the internet. I just feel like this sets the tone for my expectations as holding them responsible and for my students feeling responsible. So the 3 values of the Christian worldview: compassion, promoting human flourishing, and behaving in legal and ethical way in my classroom really comes down to just respecting myself and my students as well as other coworkers. In my classroom, we implement the bucket filling strategy as well as conscious discipline. I was recently introduced to conscious discipline about a week and a half ago, and it is a social, emotional, and classroom management program that encourages students to use everyday life events to teach children about self-control, conflict resolution, character building, and so much more. We have been struggling, and I don't know if it's just the time of the year that some people say, but we've been struggling with taking drips from people's bucket, as you could say. So I think with implementing conscious discipline along with the bucket filling strategy, that it's working a lot better. I also believe that being organized and prepared is another important trait of a teacher. I am reliable and I'm always able to be held accountable for my actions. This leading into, I believe that it is extremely important not to misinterpret actions or to falsify information. So I hold myself to this as well as having high integrity, and I believe that all students should have respect for each other as well as adults and vice versa. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Have a great day.